welcome back to another review. Today I'll be taking a look at Iron Fist, Season 2. And is this season better than its first season? Well, here's the thing with the Marvel Netflix shows with their Season 2s. Daredevil Season 2 was great, was amazing. So was Luke Cage. But Jessica Jones was not very that great. I mean, it was still pretty good, but I would at least now give it an 8 out of 10. Because it does have a lot of problems with it. But I still do enjoy it. What about Iron Fist? Because even though I loved Daredevil Season 2 and Luke Cage Season 2, and while Luke Cage Season 2 was close to beating the original Luke Cage, but until its end it wasn't. So, yeah. So, let's go with the chit-chat and talk about Iron Fist Season 2. So, the story is that it takes place after the events of Defenders, where Danny is still keeping his promise to Matt, where Matt told Danny before he quote-unquote died, that protect the city and do what I do and protect the city, like all of them do. So Danny still keeps that promise, and even now, like, does look after the city as its city's protector. I think it would have been kind of funny if Danny decided that, hey, maybe I should dress up as the Daredevil costume, so that way I can strike fear into people by saying that Daredevil's still alive. That would be kind of funny to me. But still. And since this does quickly is after Iron Fist Season 2, Joy has teamed up with Davos to get revenge on Danny, because Danny and Ward kept the secret that from Joy that, Harold was still alive, but he went crazy. He went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So, yeah. And Davos actually managed to steal the Iron Fist from Danny. And it's actually pretty sad to see Danny get the Iron Fist taken away from him, especially in this season, since he's actually being more of a hero, and he's not whining all that much. Don't get me wrong, I can understand why he was a little whiny in the first season, since, he had a dramatic thing that happened to him, seeing his parents get killed in front of him, but still, he was a little whiny to me. And here, he's less whiny and more responsible and more better, and even Colleen gets better development, I guess, because Danny thinks that, hey, maybe Colleen should be the new Iron Fist. And there's another character and also, like, Ward is going to this is going to this pretty much anger management thing to help him cool down. So, yeah. So what I think of it, it was actually pretty good. The first season of Iron Fist gets at least a 5 out of 10, but I'll say what my rating is for later. So what are the things I like in? Well, I like the action scenes. In case you don't know, the people who did the action scenes in this season was the same guy who did the action scenes for Black Panther. And while it's not as good as the scenes in Black Panther, because, well, Black Panther has more of a budget, they are still pretty good and much more memorable than the first season. The first season's action scenes range from good, like the battle between Danny versus Scythe and him versus those two guys in when he met Madame Yao. I hope I didn't pronounce that name wrong. But those were the only two really memorable fights. Here we actually get some pretty good ones. My favorite being where they show the flashbacks of how Danny got the honor to face the dragon by taking on Davos. But here's one problem I do have with the season. Now, in case you remember, if you remember, in the Iron Fist Season 2 trailer, they showed the Iron Fist mask. But they only show that mask in the past. Which, I know, yes, in the trailer they also did show flashbacks of Danny wearing the mask in the Kunlun practice ceremony, but still, I think what should have... Now, I'm going to spoil the last scene of the season, so if you don't want to get spoiled, go to, 6 minutes in the video, just to be safe, or maybe 5:30 in the video. So yeah, pretty much when Danny gets on a plane, and with Ward, to search for this body that has the original Iron Fist, I think, they go to a bar after they land on the plane, and pretty much they do the classic old, I don't think that would be a smart idea to take on me, I already got a guy. And when they showed Danny walking out, I was like this, I thought you had this under control, Ward. I actually liked that scene. But the problem is, instead of him wearing the mask, he just pulls out two guns with both Iron Fists. I'm like, okay, well, it is really pretty cool to see that Danny has two Iron Fists rather than just one. Why is he using it for bullets? Seriously. And yeah, I just didn't really like the fact that they never really show that much of the mask. I would have really liked it if maybe in Defenders they have Danny wear the mask full time, or you know when he's being a superhero. And also Misty Knight shows up, and oh yeah, this is where you can like come back to the video if you want to skip that spoiler. Oh yeah, also Misty Knight shows up in this season, and at the end of the series we get a DC reference with Colleen and Misty joking about their last name sounds like Nightwing. Get it? Like Nightwing from DC? Haha, very funny. Hey, it's still better than the amount of jokes in Teen Titans Go. Still. I do at least really like this season, but I do have another problem with it, is that I didn't really understand this one character. Now, I forgot her name, but apparently there's this character who has a multiple personality disorder. Now, here's the thing about it. I know that multiple personality disorder is a real condition, and in TV shows they have done it well, like with Mike from Total Drama. That was a really good way of doing, multiple personality disorder. But here, they just don't really use it that well. I'm just not very, and this character isn't really like memorable to me. And she just got in the way most of the time, and she just really I didn't really like her that much. But I do admit, the acting is way better than the first season, and Davos is more of a better villain. Don't get me wrong, Harold is still an entertaining villain. In fact, he killed a guy. He killed a kid over ice cream. Seriously, that is the most funniest reason to kill someone over, because they didn't give you the right ice cream. But so Davos seemed more like a threat in this season, and I did like him. I do think this season is, if I had to rank all the season 2s of the Marvel Netflix shows, the best is still Daredevil season 2, second best is Luke Cage season 2, and third place goes to Iron Fist season 2, and fourth place goes to Jessica Jones. So yeah, sorry people who like Jessica Jones season 2, including myself, it's not as good as these three. So, what should I give Iron Fist season 2? An 8 out of 10. I don't think this is better. I don't think this season is amazing, but it definitely is a step above the first season, in my opinion. And at least this is one good Marvel thing I have to review before reviewing X-Men Origins Wolverine. You know, that piece of crap that should never existed? Yeah. So join me next time as we take a look at X-Men Origins Wolverine. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like the one you just watched. Bye. And also, before I go, I just want to talk about one more thing. The post-credit scene for Daredevil Season 3. I am hyped for Daredevil Season 3 because I loved the first two seasons of Daredevil, and I'm really excited to see this. I liked the 2003 Ben Affleck movie where he was Daredevil, so yeah. I'm really interested in that season, and it's coming out next month, so I'm hyped for it. I love that line where Matt says, "I'd rather die as the devil than live as Matt Murdock." I just love that line so much. I can't wait for Daredevil Season 3. It better be amazing, since I have been hyped for that season so long. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video, and join me next time as we take a look at X-Men Origins Wolverine. Bye.